All right, Mike Patton here with Ashley Danielle Allen, and we're out here at Pearl-Cohn, an ABC event, giving back to the community. And just want to ask you, what kind of spirited this event for you, and then also just this organization for you to get it started and to, more importantly, give back to the communities and more underserved communities?
Absolutely. So I'll start with the first thing, which is ABC Sports Foundation. I'm the founder and executive director. ABC stands for Athletes Business Community. Started this with the intention to get athletes prepared for the legacy part. They want to create nonprofits and sometimes don't know what to do with them. Agencies have a basic understanding of how to make them work, but we really try to flush out the programming and make it sustainable so that if that player only stayed in the league for 2 years, that they still have their legacy piece years later. And sometimes it dies with how the structure is currently. So the second part of the question was, what was the inspiration behind this event? Is that I am local to Nashville, and I've done a lot with players in other states and even internationally, and have not done a consistent footprint here. I have done some camps in the past. All of my camps, just so you know, always incorporate education, because if we can't educate the next generation, what are we doing? So for this particular one, and the intentionality behind it is that this will be the first of many. And some of the partnerships that we are creating with this include Metro Park Sports Division, WellPoint Insurance, won't name everyone, but they want to see these things grow and to be involved in the community. And you get kids out when you have sports and you get them active. They want to do things, and I think this is a creative way to do it. This particular event is multi-sport. The kids are learning golf right now. They'll be learning soccer a little bit later, and flag football. If we can get them exposed to other sports outside of basketball and football, they may find that they have a love that they did not know. So hopefully it wasn't a long-winded question, but it's very, I'm very big on community engagement and impact through sport.
All right. Well, definitely, I don't mind the long-winded question because your answer. I'm sorry, because I did give a couple multiple things. But getting back to the conversation as well. You mentioned wanting to bring it to a community and wanted this first of many. More specifically, you mentioned earlier when we were talking earlier about underserved communities and the education piece. Now, it's fun and games to have everyone out here doing the different things, but it's also very, very important to have knowledge. Can you talk about just the knowledge that you plan or are giving to parents, let alone players, when it comes to NIL, things like that?
Yes. So as I mentioned, anytime we do a camp or event, we always do education. We kind of have to find that common thread, which is getting you out first to come to the event. And then education isn't always fun. You don't want to sit down and listen to people, right? So what we do, ABC has 12 focus areas. I won't go through them all, but some of them include media training, financial literacy, mental performance, career development. That is big for us because not every player is going pro, and we want to be able to offer opportunity with businesses who hire athletes. They have a different mindset. They learn discipline, and those are very strong qualities for HR departments and brands. And a lot of students don't know it. They're lost after sport, and we try to find that identity. Some of the other areas are skincare, hair care, nutrition for athletes, because you sweat all the time. There are just different things that you need versus, just a regular student. Nothing against that. But we also, outside of just active sports, we do esports. Some of the events that we have incorporate the sticks. That is a very big booming business, and is growing, and there's jobs around all of it. So education is big, and I would say parent education is probably the most paramount part of it, because students then, once we educate them and say, hey, this is what you should do with your Instagram page, or this is how you should look at a brand and try to connect with them, what are they going to do? They're going to go to mom or dad and ask, like, okay, how do I do this? How do I stay consistent? So if we are not educating the parents, then we're doing that disservice to them as well. So we want to educate parents, and that's one of the opportunities or workshops that we're doing today is a NIL 101 session, because parents don't know what we know, and all of my people that come to help with the 12 focus areas are experts. They've been in the field. They are people that I trust, because the sports industry has a lot of sharks
Right.
sharks in it. And over the course of time, for me being in sport, I've learned that there are certain people that do have good intention, and I like working with them. So another long-winded answer to say education is our biggest strong suit, and the reason behind it is because we have to change a generation's thoughts on how to really make impact and keep that legacy going.
All right, thank you. Coming to you live from Pearl-Cohn. We're doing it's ABCs out here. You know, talking sports. We're talking NIL education
Yes.
out here with Executive Director Ashley Danielle Allen.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.